Dear spectators, now we are at Joshua Poro Park. It is located in center point of this town. Actually, now we are confined here due to raining. Before coming here, it started rain slowly. But when it is started with in torrential, the time we have come here and now we are staying on the platform. I mean, that is, it is called Pavilion of the Polo Park. It is called Pavilion, this place. Now I am standing with Mr. Naim Ashraf. He is a student of HSC level. Nowadays, he is waiting for his SSC examination. You know that nowadays it is prevailing unrest in Joshua town, and not only in Joshua town, all over the country. You know that our students, they are very much agitated nowadays for reformation of quota, that is called Boishama Birodhi Andolon. So everything is stopped nowadays in our country due to unrest situation of this country. Nowadays, all of the educational institute remain stopped. So Mr. Naim Ashraf is a student of higher secondary. Is that higher secondary? HSC, Higher Secondary School Certificate. Oh, nowadays he is passing leisure time. I am standing with him in this place. Now today we will discuss on learning English and how can we learn this language properly. Actually, this place is not suitable for speaking, but we are trying to speak here. So now Naim Ashraf has some question to me. Mr. Naim Ashraf, if you have any question, please ask me.
Why should we learn English?
Wow, it's a nice question. Actually, in this modern age, if you want to communicate with the different part of the world, you know this language properly. Actually, nowadays it is not only a language; it is way of communication. Suppose you are nowadays you are in your country, but when you will be in America, European country, Australia, the time you know this language properly, because you cannot communicate with the people of that country in your mother tongue, Bengali. So everybody should learn this language. And nowadays it is comparing with technology. If you know this language, you will get good job not only in your country. Suppose you are facing a viva in a multinational company in your country. That time they will ask you different question in this language. If you have the capability to speak English, if you have the capability to answer in English, the time you will get priority than other candidates. So it is very much important, badly necessary nowadays. Not only that, if you want to get good marks in your examination, you have already completed your English examination. You said that you didn't perform properly there due to the lack of knowledge, due to lack of preparation. So it is very much important, highly important nowadays. Another question. I think that Naim Ashraf, you have some question, but you didn't ask me. Uh, Actually, I think that you are feeling shy. That is why you couldn't ask me the question. What kind of problem we face basically in the time of learning a new language, especially English? Most of us, we always start learning English with grammar. That is the main problem. You cannot learn English through grammar, but you need to know grammar properly for correctness and uh, actually it is important. Structural English is important in the purpose of writing. Also, it is important in speaking purpose. But you cannot remember all the structures. There are many structures in English language, thousands of structure. But in the time of speaking, you cannot remember all the structures. And remembering all the structures, you cannot speak. You cannot speech. You cannot deliver your speech. So at first, you have to read properly. You have to read a lot. You have to know a lot of vocabulary. Now, every nook and corner of the world, our people working, especially in the Middle East, there are many people of our country, they are working, but they don't get higher salary. But Indian people, actually our neighboring country, India, Sri Lanka, and others country, their people getting much salary, more than salary of our people, because they know this language. They know not only English language, they know French, German, and another language. So if you have the capability of speaking in different language, you will be able to earn more money, much money than other people. in European country, our people, they're working as a disciplinary, especially they don't work in managerial level. Most of them working as a waiter, okay, attendants. But most of the Indian, most of the Sri Lankan, they are working as a manager in office management. I mean, they are earning a lot of money. Why? They know different language, foreign language. But our people, they know only their mother tongue, Bengali. But knowing this language, knowing only your mother tongue, mother language, you cannot earn much money. So I have told you that in the beginning of my speech. Nowadays, it is comparing with technology. If you are expert in operating computer, if you can browse internet properly, if you have the capability of sending mail, writing mail, email in English and in different language, then you will get more priority in job sector and you will earn more money. So we should learn English language, not only English language, Japanese, French, German, and different language we should learn. In the face of globalization, for our political emancipation, our economic emancipation, we need to learn different foreign language. Let's take example our neighboring country, India. I have said in the time of beginning the speech that they are earning much money, more money, and they are working in good position, in high level, in different foreign countries for knowing different language. Japan, nowadays they have introduced a lot of electronic device, item all over the world. But once they used to hate English. They were ultra nationalist, but they thought if they want to spare their wings, their power, their technologies all over the world, they should learn this language. They should culture this language. Nowadays, Japan culturing different foreign language. Those who are working in Bangladesh, I mean Japanese, they know Bengali language also. Not only not only they know English, they know different kind of language. So like Japanese, like Indian, like Sri Lankan, we should learn different type of language. There is no bound of learning this language, learning different foreign language. Okay, Mr. Nayo Ashraf, thanks. Do you have any question, another question? Yes. Actually, Naim Ashraf, he's a brilliant student, and he has a great desire to be a student of Oxford University. So nowadays, he's taking preparation for IELTS and reading English continuously. He's paying a lot of time for learning this language. So, your another question?
Yes. How can we learn English?
Especially, we can learn English in different way. At first, you have to develop habit of reading. You have to read a lot of English novels, composition, newspapers. Actually, you have to make your mind. You have to read everything in English for 3 months. If you want to do better more, then you have to pay 6 months time. Okay, especially you have to read, you have to listen, you can enjoy different movies on different channel, from different channel. You can listen news from Al Jazeera, BBC, and different news and in English news channels. Okay, and you have to read, you have to memorize a lot of vocabulary. You have to learn minimum 10 vocabularies in a day, and you know that a word refers to different parts of speech. Sometimes a word can be verb, a word can be noun, a word can be adjective, a word can be adverb. You have to read all the words with meaning, and you have to know all the parts of speech. At first I said a word refers to different parts of speech, so you have to use dictionary for meaning out of it, of a word. Okay, such kind of way you can gather a lot of vocabulary, and if you know more vocabulary, then you will be able to understand any composition, any novels, any rhymes, any poems, Also nowadays our many students trying to learn English through reading Daily Star, um, business standard, new ways, but they don't understand the language. They don't understand word. They don't understand news items. Actually, there are many news. There contain a lot of news items in newspaper, feature, soft news, hard news, different type of news. But due to lack of vocabulary, they cannot understand. They cannot understand the language of newspaper. They cannot understand properly the meaning. So you have to gather a lot of vocabulary. If you know more vocabulary, then you can understand any English composition, everything that is written in English, you can understand properly. So first you have to read a lot. Reading habit is more important. And for developing your listening capability, you have to listen different type of news channel. You can enjoy movies, and also you can, if you can understand the words they are uttering in their conversation, the time you can use the, you can take the help of subtitles. You can see many English channels, they provide subtitles in their channel in the scroll. Therefrom you can understand, therefrom you can know the what are they saying. You have to keep a dictionary. You have to keep a notebook and a pen. When any word appear to you unknown, that time you have to look up dictionary and find out the meaning from there, and you have to write down or jot down it in your notebook, and you have to memorize. You can memorize everything in the beginning stage of learning English, but with meaning. You have completed your HSC and you have already appeared in your English first paper and second paper. Your performance was not good in your examination. You didn't read everything with meaning properly. You just memorized. That is why you cannot remember. Sorry, you couldn't remember in the time of your examination. So you are saying that you will not cut a good figure there. You will not get good marks. If you read everything with meaning, I think that you would get a good figure on in that examination. Thank you.